houses are clean, or somebody in the corner of his desk, there was this, let's say, stack or mountain of cup noodles. But the same thing will be said in Japan, like, oh, my room is messy. But it wasn't messy at all, right? Never freaking happens. Never happens.
こんにちは、和葉です。今回は友達のオザンに日本人とのエピソードを聞いてきました。オザンは昨年日本で交換留学をしていました。1月のオランダは雨ばっかりです。それでは動画へどうぞ。
Anything about Japan, like impression of Japan, changed due to like going to
Yeah. Okay.
Japan?
Yeah, because we already learned a little bit about, what people generalize about East Asia. They're always so nice and clean and hospitality is always great, that kind of stuff. But we already were taught, like, hey, don't fall for those traps. Don't assume everything is true, because there's always going to be people who do not hold up to that, I guess, standard that everybody thinks. So, for example, let's say, in general, the houses are clean, or somebody's room is like clean.
Yeah, because we don't wear these shoes.
Yeah, exactly. That's one factor. We had 3 roommates, so every Dutch person had 3 roommates.
Japanese roommates.
Yeah. And so 1 foreigner, 3 Japanese people, and they were all first years. So they were in their first year of studying. And I had like 1 roommate, his name was Shin, and his room was like very clean, and he was very, very, he really liked cleaning and having things tidied up. Whereas the other roommate, Yuya, his room was like boxes were everywhere.
Messed up with.
Yeah, so if you wanted to open the door, it wouldn't fully open because there were boxes on the floor blocking the door from opening. And in the corner of his desk, there was this, let's say, stack or mountain of cup noodles. Like empty cup noodles.
Ew!
Yeah, they're like stacked up there. Yeah. So it was like I wouldn't say anything because it's his room, right?
Yeah, sure.
But the common rooms and like the shower, those were like clean, and the toilet and stuff. But what was the other word for people who love like cleaning stuff up? It was something.
几帳面
No. Something tsuki? Kirei
綺麗好き
Yeah, kirei
綺麗好き
Exactly.
Wow.
That's the word. Yeah, we learned that there as well. Yeah, kirei. Yeah, Shun was definitely a kirei.
綺麗好き
He was more kirei than I was.
Are there like people 綺麗好き and also like who makes the house as like ゴミ屋敷 in here as well? Because it's kind of like personality, right? It's not like cultural thing.
Like I thought only that in the Netherlands they would say, oh, I mean, sure, you can come over to my house, but don't mind my room, it's a mess or something. But the same thing will be said in Japan, like, oh, my room is messy. But it wasn't messy at all, right? So you're like, oh, but it's a bit messy.
Yeah, because like what I thought was like staying, like coming in here in the Netherlands, I realized that a lot of people invite friends over to their house, but in Japan, not that common, isn't it?
Yeah, right? That's something I noticed, because there's way more self-consciousness, I think, about the groups of people that you're closer with and you're not. And I think those boundaries are less existent, I guess, in Dutch culture. It's more like, oh, they're friends, whatever, just come on over. Right? I feel like in Japan, it's gonna have to gain trust, and then step by step you can maybe like go for a drink, and then maybe go shopping,
and like
whatever,
it
and
takes
eventually
a lot of like steps to be a good friend with the other.
Yep, that's for sure. For sure. Yeah, and then also the how do I say, but maybe it's because I'm Dutch, but something that like it's called like shakou jire, right? In Japanese.
社交辞令
Yeah, we don't have like a one word translation in Dutch, but it's, you know, like the words you just say to be polite, right? So things like, oh, it was fun and we should do it again. And
Never
should come
happens.
over. It never happens.
Never happens.
It never freaking happens.
It's like,
and
I'll text you again, and then that never happens.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So the first time I experienced that was last year before we went to Japan, when the people from
Exchange
students were here. So we went over to somebody's house with a cooked food or whatever. It was fun, and then that person said like, "Mata asobi ni kite ne," and I was like, "Okay, like it sounds fun." And then
Never happened.
never happened. So
Never happened.
I would ask, because I always ask, taking steps, right? Okay, so hey, you know, when are you free? So when should we do this again? And then the person was like, yeah, it's maybe a little bit busy, so
Yeah.
can't really make
You
it.
know,
I'm like,
Japanese people always say like, now I'm a little busy. I have lots of like works to do. Maybe can we do it later? Not
Yeah,
now.
and then
the
later
later
means-
never happens.
Later means no.
No.
That's where you should get that clue, right? Like, so for all of you watching out there, if they say later, 90% of the time it just means no.
How about what if you were
Yeah.
like in that kind of situation? Would you say, oh, maybe like directly, like it's like I'll never invite you.
not,
That's a little mean, but
not to that extent. Like
how
I'll
do-
never
How do
invite
you
you.
say?
What would I say?
What would you say?
Depends on. Give me a bit more information on that. So let's say it's somebody I'm not particularly close with, for one, and then like a one-on-one invitation, or like in a group.
Maybe like 101.
Okay, one-on-one, I would say, I'm sorry, but like homework to do or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Because I could always do
would be
homework in the
that
time.
would be your like extra excuse.
Yeah.
Get that.
Yeah.
But it's still similar, right? I'm busy right now. Maybe next time. Oh,
No,
but
no.
you don't say.
I don't
next
say.
time.
I don't say next time. I say I'm sorry. I'm busy. But maybe, and I'll say something like, but maybe you can ask someone else.
Not me, but.
Yeah, because I don't want them to feel like that much denied. So I'll be like, maybe you can try someone else.
Not me, but
Yeah.
someone else.
Not me.